Hey guys, this is Hood Tales, and I'm your host Tommy, and welcome back to another story time. In this story time, I'm going to be talking about how I took 8 milligrams of Xanax and had one of the best nights of my life. Alright, without further ado, let's get into it. So, on this night, I can't even tell you what happened this night was. Uh, say like around a year, maybe a little bit less than a year ago, between like 8 and 12 months, something like that. I know it was well, I guess it can have been this year, probably November, December when it happened. So on this particular day, nothing going on really. Just the usual at my house was always just doing coke, doing Xanax, smoking weed, hanging out with my best friend. I'm gonna just use his code name in every story. No legs, just because it's easy to remember, and that's what. Well, I call him my hermano, but for everyone else, people call him no legs. So, anyways, um, me and him, we were just chilling at my house, pretty much doing nothing. Wanting to get high, so uh, he, I told him I was gonna buy some Xans, and he asked me who I was gonna buy off of. I told him who I was gonna buy off of him. This guy, great dealer. Unfortunately, he's locked up, and I assume for a very long time, because of what he sold and how much he sold. But anyways, he was the goat. He was the plug. He was the plug. But anyways, he was like, "Oh shit!" Then let me grab. He was like, "Let me grab a gram or two of wax off of him." Um, alright, for sure. And I was feeling generous as I always do when I'm on, uh, drugs. I think I was on coke. Um, I was I hit him up, asked for sit. I asked for 7 Xans and then 2 Gs of wax. So, uh, went there, picked them up. Now, I do have to say, the Xans that he sold were the best, and by the best, I mean the best pressed. They could have even been real. I've never seen or held a real 2 milligram bar in my hands, but I held, just the I've just had 1 milligram real Xanax, and first of all, I know it wasn't shitty pressed because all right, so let me back up. We drive back to the house. We get to Chiefin. It's like probably 5 o'clock at night. I get to Chiefin, taking some dabs, watching YouTube as always, and then uh, I bust out some Xans. Now, my goal wasn't really to take all these Xans that night, but I mean, if you've done Xans, you know how that goes. Um, so I knew for sure, just because no legs is just he's always my homie, so you know I'm just gonna surprise him, even if he wants them or not. Uh, I'm gonna offer him some xans, you know. So I would get to smoke, and I was like, "Hey, you want a xan or two?" And he was like, "All right, give me." He was like, "Let me take 1.5, and then I'll say, see if that hits me, or if I just want the other half, I'll take the other half." I cut. And then, so what is that? So we bought 7. So then I had 6. Let's see, or 7. 1. So I had 6.5 left. Well, for me, I had 6. Um, so I was a bar fiend at that point. I already busted out two bars. Uh, and I don't know what it is, but those bars, no matter what, always got me fucking barred out. I have plenty of videos, and I would show them to you guys, but No Legs is in jail, and yeah, I'm not gonna post any videos or photos or anything like that with him, because I don't know if it can get him more incriminated or not, or any of that stuff. I just don't want to take the risk. But anyways, those ends always hit. So I took those, wait about 15 minutes, take a dab or two. And I was feeling pretty good. And I knew it was good Xanax, because every other pressed Xanax I have, it's more, let's keep it real, it's pretty much fentanyl. So you kind of, I don't know what real fentanyl, like if you resist to buy fentanyl, would feel like. I would assume like heroin. I've never done heroin. The closest thing I've done to heroin is smoke a perk 30 or snort a perk 30. But anyways, even when I would take the real pressed ones, the ones that you barely have to put any pressure against the pill and it would snap and it would just break into powder. These things, I swear to God, you needed a fucking hammer. You literally needed a hammer to fucking break these Xans down. So, that shit got, I was already lit. Still watching, YouTube. I don't really watch TV. YouTube is life. I think I was watching the Supercar Suspects. That's when I just found his YouTube channel. So I was watching all of his car meets, car takeovers, all that shit. Having a good old time. And after that, on some barred out shit, I was like, yo, I'm hungry, but I'm broke because I just spent all my money on bars and I literally have nothing but water, ketchup, and some chips in my house and in my apartment. So, and like some frozen food. So I was like, my friend, I don't know how to cook at all. My friend, he knows how to cook when he's sober. Anyways, first of all, we didn't even let this. I was like, yo, there's 2 steaks up in there. Let's eat them. Now, again, we grew up in 2 different cultures and all that. Normally, when my parents would make a steak, they would defrost it, like, I don't know how long, but they would let it defrost for, a couple hours and then cook it. It was already frozen, so he did some shit, and then it just didn't look good because we got sidetracked, and while we had the steaks on the stove and they were burned, so I'm like, I'm not eating this. Whatever. It's like, I'll just ask my mom for money tomorrow because I do that anyways. So I was like, fuck it. And so after that, we just took some more dabs and shit. Went outside. I think we had even a blunt or some shit. So we smoked a blunt, and then I don't know what the fuck was with me, but like when I get like barred out, I'll do just so much stupid shit, funny and stupid shit. When I'm barred out, it's fucking, for the most part, it's hilarious. Anyways, it was like now it's like 1 in the morning. Now, where I used to live on the third story of my apartment complex, and there's a balcony, and some lady got out, some like elderly lady, not by elderly lady I don't mean like, in her 80s. I should have rephrased that. A woman in her like 50s, something like that, 40s, 50s, who walks outside with all of her groceries. It looks like she just got back from the grocery store. I was like, yo, watch this. I told, God damn, I almost exposed in there. I told No Leg, I was like, hey, watch this. I took the steak and it hit her right in the head. I don't know how I did it. I don't even know how I had that coordination. But I smacked her right in the front, right in the head. And it was funny because I knew she was going to the grocery store because she threw her groceries on the ground. And all I just saw was like liquid just pour out all over the bags. And obviously we're on the third story. We like shut off all the lights before we did it and just kept the slider really open. So I threw it and I saw her hit and she didn't look. And then once she started to look this way, I just dipped back into my fucking apartment. And me and No Legs, we were laughing our asses off for fucking days. That shit was hilarious. And then after that point, I took, what did I take? I don't know. Anyways, I ended up finishing the whole, the rest of the Xanax, and No Legs, he, well, I take that back. I snorted half, and then he snorted his half, and then the other bars that I had, I just took. And I know what you guys might be thinking. Tommy, aren't bars not water soluble? Can you not snort them? That is very true. However, I don't know what it was with those bars or something, but those shits got me geeked. So that's why it's hard for me to decipher if it's a real bar or a fake bar. They were the white ones. The white ones, I think they were the GGs, 209. I think that's the number on them. But those shits smacked. Fucking smacked. Once I snorted it, all I remember after that was going to laying on the couch, and then somehow I woke up in my bed. I mean, I don't know how, but somehow I woke up in my bed. And the only oh my gosh. But the only reason why I remember this story is because of the pictures of all those xans that I had on my phone saved on my story. So I was like, oh, this would be a great story to tell. Because if I didn't have that, I would have totally never remembered. Never. Maybe but not this fast. That shit was hilarious. That was the most funny story off of the xans I've probably had. Or at least, yeah, one of the funniest. There might be some other funny ones, but this is the one that stuck with me the most. So again, I do not condone the use of illegal or legal substances. Try Xanax at your own risk. If you're prescribed Xanax, you take them as prescribed. Just stick to weed. Just smoke that good weed. Unless if you're in the East Coast like me, then I'm sorry. It fucking sucks buying carts off the street or a tree off the street. Fucking sucks. But if you're on the West Coast, lucky motherfuckers. Well, that's it. Yeah. I don't think I'll be able to upload. I won't be able to upload next week, Monday through Friday. This Saturday and Sunday, I might be able to get a video uploaded. But with work and all that, like I said in my update / vlog, I got a lot of stuff going on. So that's it. If you guys liked the video, then make sure to like it and subscribe. If you guys didn't like it, well, you know, it's your opinion. So that's it. Peace out.